So, my nigga, you that, bro, my nigga, you that grimy, though. My nigga, you that grimy that you would tell my kids to tell somebody that I touched them, bro. Okay, so look. So you fucking owe you some money, so you want me to tell you want my girls to lie right now? Cause you fucking owe you some money? Go around and tell my girls to tell them that I raped them, bro? Are you serious? My feelings, brother, that you said that shit like, damn, for real? Are you? So you want, bro, my nigga, you that, bro, my nigga, that grimy, though, my nigga, you that grimy that you would tell my kids to tell somebody that I touched them, bro. So you fucking owe you some money.
You really owe me, dog. Like, you see how she's saying it in a pleading way. She's pleading with him to understand. Told our daughters to say you raped me. Damn.
You want me to tell you want my girls to lie on me and say I raped them? Cause you fucking owe you some money? Go around and let.
Hello. Hi. Yeah, I know my highs are cheesy. Don't act like I'm going to come on here and give y'all something exquisite. Straight cheesy McWheezy. Good morning, y'all. Hey, listen, man. New to the channel, man. Please, by all means, hit that subscribe button. And understand facts at 100% is the new place to be. The link is below the video to get on over to facts at 100%. Like, share, and subscribe. People, I'm going to jump right into this thing. Let me tell you why I brought my pod in on that what's going on, Maxwell? Let me tell you why I brought my pod in on that right there. Let me get something to set this thing. This condensation is doing, right? This condensation is doing this thing dirty. And we'll put this, we'll make up a whatchamacallit, a coaster. Chris Coasters Inc. What is it right there? Look at it upside down. All right, let me tell y'all why I brought my pod in on that very, very elegant example of energy. People, what you heard was a woman that said you owed me $1,000. So I told my daughters to tell somebody you touched them, raped them, whatever. We don't know how that was foiled, but the energy was in play by the energy producer. People, a great man once said, energy flows where energy goes. His name is James Lewis. Energy flows where energy goes. Let me tell you what that means. That means that the energy will flow where you allow it to go. Now back to that intro. What you heard was estrogen being satisfied with the fact that somebody owed her $1,000. Now everybody else calls an attorney and files a lawsuit. Everybody else handles this matter in court, but not in the estrogen in the community that you guys call black. They handle it by destruction of the man. Ask me how I know. And if you want an ironclad understanding of this, my mom probably would be proud of that woman that said, tell your children to say you touch them. My mom probably would be proud. People, I'm going to tell you something about that statement, energy flows where energy goes. It is an ironclad, no excuse perspective of what you do with your energy. It's an ironclad, no excuse perspective on what you do with your energy. Let me tell you why. People, in 2016, I went up to New Jersey. I gave my brother $1,000. I brought him a cell phone, stayed with him for 2 days, and then put him in the hotel room for 4 additional days. 10 months later, my brother is calling me, texting me, calling me a goofy nigga, telling me that you a Virginia nigga. I'll put you to sleep. With his bond, if you come up here to New Jersey, he was going to do all these things to me. Now, my brother said all these things despite how good I was to him. Because I'm going to tell you something. I tell y'all all the time, God appointed me to the gate, at the gate of greatness. I am the gatekeeper. So when greatness and everything and good, when individuals bring it to me, I'm going to pause. I'm going to hold off enough to get you to be real comfortable with thinking this is how you can always act. Now I need y'all to follow me. So in 2017 now, when my brother was coming at me and calling me goofy, blah, 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 I was just like, yeah, okay. I F you up. I was like, yeah, so you want 1987 part 2? You don't even believe you beat that fight. You only beat that fight because I was high. My response of 45 minutes of cursing me out, telling me I ain't nothing, calling me goofy, saying I'm a punk, 45 minutes of that yielded 3 responses from me. First response was, so you want 1987 part 2? Second response was, I ain't never seen a person that high run in a straight line. My third response was, okay, I'll see you on Thursday. That was it. My 3 responses of goofy, et cetera, et cetera. People, what I'm trying to tell you is energy flows where energy goes. That was in 2017. My brother is not extended that no more. If my brother send me a text message talking something slick to me, I'm jumping into my car and I'm going to see him. He no longer gets that extension of giving me that negative energy. In 2013, my mom told me a woman will never do nothing to a man unless he deserves it. I accepted the energy in 2013. As a matter of fact, I took this negative energy and I ran it across probably 15 women. Not one of them agreed with that perspective. How do you drink stuff and it goes down the wrong pipe? Not one woman agreed with that perspective. Last year, negative energy came knocking on my door yet again from my mother. She is not afforded to give me negative energy no more. People, I'm going to tell you something. I tell y'all all the time. Hate preys on happiness. Hate don't want, let me tell you something. This is so ironic. Hate doesn't want to have anything to do with hate. Let me tell you the irony of that. Hate doesn't want to have anything to do with hate. If there was a hate dealership, there would be nothing in it. Yeah. If there was a hate dealership, there would be nothing in it. Because hate don't want to be around hate. Hate knows, okay, when this individual start pushing back, I'm out of here. But as long as hate can cling to a host and just get off that bull crap, hate is gonna stick around. Energy flows where energy goes. You know, when I was younger, I told my mom about some of my business ideas, and my mom said, "Don't ever tell anybody your business idea because they'll steal it." I said, "No, they won't." My mom says, "What makes you so sure?" I said, "Mom, because it takes energy to do what I do." Now I need y'all to follow me. People, everything in life is energy. When you blink, when you breathe, when you answer a question, when you think about something, when you open your mouth, everything is energy. If you have hatred, your body will exhibit hatred energy. Your brain is the processor and sorts out what energy is going to give, how you're going to act, etc., etc. People, I'm a defender. And let me help you understand the perspective. What's going on, Leonard? Well, let me help you understand the perspective of law. In law, there's a plaintiff and there's a defendant in law. In law, there's a prosecutor and a defendant, a defender. The prosecutor have no problem with saying, "You jaywalked, I want to give you 30 years. The prosecutor has no problem with that. The defender says, "Whoa!" You want another example of this? Yes? Democrats, Republicans. Your beloved Democrats got no problem with trying to butt you, but you're not wise enough to see that. You still think, let me tell you the irony of what I'm saying right now. I listened to Joe Biden's commercial, and Joe Biden said he is mishandling the COVID pandemic. He is not coming up with a solution for the pandemic to get our economy. We got to come up with a solution to get our economy back on track. So let me tell y'all in advance what's going to happen. Soon the Democrat get into office, Joe Biden, he's going to say, let me do my dance, the old beloved vaccine is the answer. Yeah, the vaccine, it got nanotechnology in it, all kind of animal parts in it. That is what the Democrats think you should have. Oh, don't get me started. But that is the energy that the Democrats is on. The Republicans is on. Let me put it in this perspective. Please forgive me. The Democrats is on a prosecuting you perspective. The Republicans is on a defendant. They are defending you. That's all I'm gonna give that, because I'll straight take this thing left, and you would be like, no, I hate Donald Trump because in 1983, let me do my dance. In 1983, he ate a goat burger in front of black people. He's racist because he ate a goat burger in front of black people. He was calling black people goats. People, I'm talking about energy flows where energy goes. The reason why I wasn't and didn't clap back at my brother back in 2017, I don't have that energy in me. The reason why I did my organization for the 20 years that I did it, I was defending people. I'm a defender. Whenever the BS comes, let me back that up. Whenever the negative energy comes knocking at my door, I want to be clear on something. I'm going to let it do its dance. And I'm going to let it do, and then eventually we going to stop the music. Because energy flows where energy goes. Let me say something, I'm going to tell y'all. In 51 years, there's not one person that can say, he talked to me like out the gate. I have never in my life just came out my face on somebody. I remember one time when I lived in Delaware, I was dating a prosecutor. And I went to her house and she had like 30 files on her desk. And she said, I need you to help me with this. Now, I think she was trying to get a little bragging in on her job. But she said to me, right. But she said to me, I need you to help me with this. And this was deciding the faith of individuals. So this guy here, this is third DWI. What should I suggest? I got offended. I said, whoa. I want to be clear about you and I. Yeah, we both got careers involving people based on the perspectives of law. I said, but you do know that if I was to be in at your level of this, I would be a defender. I would never be a prosecutor. I would never stand in front of somebody and say, I'm giving you an hour in prison, let alone how somebody can sit there on a throne and say, I'm giving you 30 years. For knowing that the evidence showed that the person wasn't there, the person had nothing to do with it, I couldn't do that. But that's the business of being a prosecutor. It's incentives. You destroy people's lives, we get a kickback from it. You got to understand the public system. This is why I will never forgive my former child's mom for taking her daughter, my ex-child, through that system. Your child doesn't have a father, and everyone that you ran down to in that court system, in the various courts, padded their retirement on our daughter's back. And the child is the one that's going to get the short end of the stick. Because like I tell you individuals, tell your children so they know, I am your mother's ex-boyfriend, but I am your father. I am your mother's ex-husband, but I am your father. Tell your children this, because your kids are under the impression that you and them are a true unit. No. My former daughter helped her mother destroy her ex-boyfriend. I'm like, your mother is going to have had my position before me and going to have my position after me. I'm just her ex-boyfriend, but I'm your father. And they teach kids, they pump enough negative energy in kids to have children thinking that you as a dad mean nothing. It's an option. Touche. I bowed out of that one gracefully. But back to what I was saying. If you want a perspective on my energy, if I have to clap back at you, I have to put you in your place, think about the Avengers. When Tony Stark was having his moment. Is that it? We are the Avengers? No, we do something after the fact? Is that's what we do? Yeah, that's exactly what you are. You're the Avengers. When somebody come, what are you going to sit down here and be like, I think he's going to attack the planet. Let's go beat them up. Get out of here. Is that what you're going to do? No. Yeah, you the Avengers. You got to wait till something happens, Tony. I know you got those fancy suits and you want to swing into action. But yeah, you guys are the Avengers. Yeah, that's about right. After the fact. Yep, that's about right. That's when the energy is called upon. People, let me break something down to you like this. A lot of you are going to be dealing with somebody that you are going to be the face of their problems. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. This is why negative energy lives inside of them. And you come along and you got intentions to love them. And they're like, no, what I got to do is I need you to be the new representative. Because what I told y'all last night in Man versus Woman, and I don't know if you individuals checked it out, the link is below the video, Man versus Woman on Facts at 100%. What I said in there was, what I've seen when it came to estrogen is there seems to be a convenience for acting stupid. But go check that out. But what I've learned is when it comes to this perspective, putting your face on their problems, you will get funneled into a perspective and you'll be wondering how you got there. Stop wondering. You're here now. I'm telling you why. I'm telling you. Love have a very unusual way of bringing out the worst in people. Let me say that again. Love have a very unusual way of, instead of getting love out of people, you get the worst out of them. You get an excuse as to why you're being talked to like trash. You get an excuse as to why all these narratives, people, energy flows where energy goes. The reason why I didn't jump out on my brother in 2017, because I don't have that energy inside of me. I can go down a list of people that I no longer speak to today and give you a long list of resumes of disrespect that they gave me. And you'll say, so when they said that, what did you say? You ain't say nothing? So, okay, when they said this, what did you say? You ain't say nothing? Well, Dan, where's this tough guy that you be talking about all the time? See, when I love you and you family, you ain't getting that. No matter how hard you try and get it out of me. That's why Atiya LaShawn Bradley was beating on me and put me in the hospital. Atiya LaShawn Bradley was like, no, I'm going to make you out of a fighter. I'm going to make you out of an arguer. I need this in this relationship. And I was like, nope, not going to do it. People, it is truly a shame when you know somebody better than themselves. That tells you that ignorance is at an all-time convenience. I remember when Diamond started going to the bathroom outside. She was so happy. Like, I got it. Okay. You don't want me to go to the bathroom in the house. Okay, cool. But I took her down in the basement, and when we went down in the basement, she's down there jumping around. Then she just stopped and she was like, I was like, hey, what are you doing? She was like, yo, she was looking at me like I'm taking a dookie. I was like, this isn't outside. This is the house. She went in the basement, and dogs identify things by smell. And I guess the floor was cement. It was finished. It was at that time when I hadn't finished the basement yet. But she went down there and went to the bathroom, and I was like, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? And she was like, and I seen her look, she looked so confused. She was like, and it struck me, it was so funny to me. And I just grabbed her, and I just put her head in my hands and just gave her that little, and just, she was like, oh, it's okay. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. And but that's the dog. And we don't even speak the same language. But I communicated to a dog that going to the bathroom in the house was wrong. And a lot of you get into relationships with people or have been in relationship with people and y'all speak English and you could never communicate to them that you are not allowed to give me negative energy, not even a little bit. How come that is? What am I doing here? Why am I here? What am I doing here? What is this really about? What am I? What am I saying this because it has a nice rhythm? Let me do my dance. Do the point. Do the point. Am I saying this because it has a nice riddle to it? Do it now. All right. Is it truth? Are they facts? How come in the 12 years in 1 week, I had an animal, I communicated with them flawlessly. But when it comes to people, more so women, we haven't been on the same frequency. Wonder why that is. Why is the common denominator in my failures people? And all of them have something in common. It's, I'm going to treat you like this simply because you want something more than me. When I show them that I am loyal, they pull out the dildos on my ass. Anybody in here ever talk to a roach? Anybody ever talk to a roach? Yeah, you have. The second you turn the light on. The second you turn the light on, they smart enough to know, uh-oh, he's here, leave. Uh-oh, a human, let me leave. You ever tried to swat a fly? Do it just sit there and let you do it? Nope. You know why? Because that fly, based on your actions, know what you want to do. So the communication is crucial for the fly, of course. But you can tell somebody, hey, listen, over and 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 over. I don't deserve this negative energy. But for some reason, like the great James Lewis said, energy flows where energy goes. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. Come on, man. Stop with me. You new to the channel, man? Hit that thumbs up. You said you ain't down with me at Facts 100. Facts at 100%. You know what I mean? You feel me? Dada don't play that. I don't know if y'all seen the movie The Other Guys. And The Other Guys was Lou Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. I mean, that movie was funny as hell. The Other Guys. It was like the super cops and then the other guys. And then Will Ferrell. Before he was a cop, he was a pimp. He was like, the women just wanted to give me money. You know, he got this big, ugly face, weird face. They wanted to give me money, but he was a pimp. And then he got married to this very beautiful woman. And he was like, you look like trash. And Mark Wahlberg was like, no, she ain't. She's beautiful. Who is that? No, seriously. And then one time they showed him, he was like, Dada, don't play that. Who did that to one of Dada bitches? So people, I'm going to leave y'all with this. Elton John made a song called Harmony. Harmony is the soundtrack song to my life. It goes, Harmony and me, we're really good company. Harmony. People, I don't speak this, and then in real life, I'm not like this. I will have harmony in my life if it means I have to be by myself. Nothing and no one will ever come into my life and trump my harmony. Nobody. I have zero stress. And that, my friends, are facts at 100%. Catch you guys on the next one.